Who's got one?
How's game week feel for you?
It feels good. I mean, obviously, we're tuning up for something that's right around the corner, so it feels a little bit different than getting ready for anything else, and excited for it. I mean, it's upon us.
Are you and Steve Zahn best friends?
Not best friends, but it was really it was fun to meet him, and it was really cool that he came out and took time to do that. And I mean, it's probably got too many texts back from people I didn't want to get about it, but he was a really nice guy. He hung out with us, hung out at practice. I look forward to having him in games and stuff because he's really a genuine good person. So I enjoyed it.
What sticks out with Miami's defense?
They're well coached. They play very hard. It's a sound scheme. They try, they'll jam you up in the box. They know that they know how to, create havoc in the run game by moving the line of scrimmage. They'll twist and move the line a lot, and those things, if you're not on point, can lead to some negative plays if you're not on point. So we got to be ready for that stuff. We got to be at our best, and they're a really good football team.
When you're dealing with rookies in the NFL, a lot of those have played in big college environments. How do you prepare the freshmen for their first time playing in a stadium this big before?
All you can do is take them through the walkthroughs, take them through practice, but until the lights come on, and even with rookies in the NFL, it doesn't matter. You really don't know. My gut feeling is, some of these guys have played in big games in high school. They're mature, and it's why they've earned the opportunity as freshmen to play, because they have real good football sense. So you hope that it sinks in pretty quickly, and they ease into it without too much nerves or whatever might come with that. But for everyone, it's different, and you never know how a guy's going to react. So we have to adjust accordingly and be ready to settle them down when we need to on game day. But other than that, we got to let it run its course.
Rich Mark said that a bunch of these guys are going to play at running back, and next week's depth chart might not be this week's. But what did you like about Cavassier and
Yeah, again, it's a room with great balance. It's been there's been great competition, which has been brought out the best in all of them. Ramon was a nice addition this summer, and he's mature, and he's really fit in well with the guys, and they like him, and he's played a lot of football. And Cavassier, he's a very talented back. He's got speed, he's got make you miss ability, he's a good pass catcher, and he's got toughness. I mean, those are all important qualities, and I think most importantly, he's maturing as a person and a player, and that's going to bring out the best in him, and that's what I hope to see, and I'm sure we will.
What has most impressed you about Tavion Robinson, and just what do you see from him in his role?
Yeah, he's just got you got scouts rolling through every day talking about players and things, and it's fun because you talk about these guys quite a bit. They come talk to you, and the one thing is I love about T-Rob is he's got a real high football IQ. Like he's like a quarterback out there. I call them fixers. You need them. You ask what freshman can be overwhelmed. He's the guy that, hey, you need to be off the ball. Hey, get a little wider. He's just going to be that calming guy you can trust, and he's played a lot of college football. He's tough, he's competitive, and he's talented, and we got to rely on that.
You talk about that running back room, and all the depth and how competitive it's been. How much does that maybe set your mind at ease going into an opener without a guy like Chris who's played so much football?
Yeah, I think the room had great balance, and I think they're complementary. All the players are very complementary, whether it's C-Rod's physicality, Lavelle's physicality, Smokes make you miss, Ramon's just discipline as a runner. They all are complementary, and they all play hard, and it just gives you options.
Rich, do you see a difference in Cavassier this week now that he knows he's got that starting job?
No, I hope, if anything, I hope I see no difference. Like it's the opposite. I honestly, those things are earned, but it's not. They're all going to play to some degree. But what I love about it is, he had to really fight for it, and that's what you get when you get competition, because there's other options, and they understand that. When you're the only guy there and you're of need in every moment, it's a lot easier to not be the committed individual. And I think that competition and depth brings that out. I think he's responded the right way, and I'm excited to see him play well on Saturday.
When did Waldall start to emerge as the starter at left tackle? When and how?
Waldall. Again, there was a lot of opportunities because we had guys banged up in camp. So this is part of it. It's part of camp, and other guys had to move around, and it was always a competition. And so, and it will be throughout the year. I mean, it's he hasn't played. It's just time to go out in college football and see what he can do. And until you do it, you don't know. So he's got to play hard and physical and be the guy we expect. He's smart, and he's been around it, his family and all that. So those are all positives in his favor, and he's a young player, and he's going to get better and better the more he does it. But we'll see on Saturday. It's your first true test.
You've talked about this before, but Cox, how important is he with those two new guys next to him on the left side and kind of helping them through that?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a stabilizing force, and I feel like you can, to have complexity on offense is going to take your center and your quarterback. Those are usually the two things that will slow you down or hold you back the most. And Eli is, like Will, has a high football IQ, so he just can be the general in there, and he can direct things and get us on the right page. And I think that's so important to what we're doing. And he's done a really good job of that. And he's played in college games. He's been a really good player in the SEC. He started games last year, and he was successful and played well. That's got to carry him. But now he's got to be the man in there, so it's a little bit different. But I think he's ready for the challenge.
What do you want your quarterback to know about the opposing defense in their game prep?
Yeah, I mean, every week's different, but we have a routine, and that was the fun part with Will. Like, we sat down and I talked about Matt Ryan and Jimmy Garoppolo and different guys and how they prepare, and how the heck Tom Brady, because I know Brian Hoyer and Jimmy would talk about their routines. Like, if you just lay different ways to approach it out, how you want to get from point A the start of the week to the time you take the first snap, and there's all the knowledge that's required that won't bog you down and let you play fast, but you're ready to roll. And we talked it out, and Will had his thoughts, and we come to an agreement on how we want to do it and what's most efficient, with him going to class and working on his master's. So you do all those things and you let it roll. And I think that's been our process to get him ready, so that he knows what he's up for. He understands your scheme, how it fits with what we're going to do, how we're going to attack him, and he can be on the same page and be an extension of me on the field.
You guys talked early on about Dame and having a strong spring. What has he shown lately here in the fall to earn that starting role for him?
Yeah, I mean, again, I'd say he's wise beyond his years, in that sense that I think he grew up around football, his family, his brother, his dad, all that. I think he understands the game. I think that allows you to play fast. Part of it, I've said this a couple times with wideouts especially, you may run 4.5, but you're not, or 4.4 or something like that, but you're not going to play that fast if you're unsure of how deep to go or what's going on. And Dane's been playing fast, so it's allowed him to showcase his abilities. And I think that will only get better and better. And I just like his physicality, his mindset, and his toughness. And so, yeah, he's like a lot of the guys in that room. He's got some real upside, but like where he's headed.
So Mark talked about, a lot of freshmen are probably not going to be able to keep the red shirt this year, just because we saw 5 or 6 of them on the depth chart even starting already. What do you expect out of them, and how excited are you about that freshman group?
Yeah, I mean, it bodes well for the future of the program. I think, Coach, they did Coach Moreau and the whole staff did an outstanding job recruiting last year. I think they've taken the program to a level where we're all experiencing those types of players can come in here and where we're at, and it's exciting. It's exciting for now, it's exciting for the future, and we're going to build on that. But again, practice is practice, and they've done it in practice. They've earned that right, and now we got to go see when the lights go on what we're all about. Will it be perfect? No. But eventually we'll get there, and I'm excited to see where they can play.
Has it been a journey to create that oneness that you need with the offensive line the way you become when you need?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
it's been a journey to get that done.
Yeah, and I think Coach hit on it yesterday. It's just, we've got some younger guys, some older guys. We've had guys in and out during camp. We're finally getting back to the crew we knew we'd have. Excited about them. But yeah, it will continue to happen. I mean, lines don't gel overnight, and it takes time and reps to be cohesive and leaders to emerge, and we're in the process of all that. So I'm excited for them to see where they're at, and they're up for the challenge, and go grind on Saturday and see what we're made of.
Last one, Dick.
Rich, along those lines, how would you describe your comfort level with their comfort level with the new offense?
I feel good. I mean, it's again, you narrow in on a game plan. So training camp's always, and fall camp is always tricky, because you're trying to teach your entire offense against a defense that not everything is fit for the defense. And So there's success and not success sometimes, and but you have to learn what you're doing, so you just do it. You may not run those plays against our defense in a real game, so that's part of the process. Now we're honing in on a game plan, what we're going to do against Miami of Ohio. So it's a lot tighter, it's a lot smaller, it's a lot we're more honed in on what we're doing. So yeah, I want to let those guys play fast. I don't want to bog them down. So that's the goal. But Miami Ohio is a good challenge, man. They were very well coached and they played very hard, and they were really good against the run last year. So they will challenge us in a lot of ways. So we're going to have to be at our best.
Okay, folks, thank you very much.